And now we're live. So welcome everyone. I'm very, very excited today, as every launch in our community is a happy day for us, a new start, a new beginning. And I'm here with three people that are part of our team that I would like to introduce you. To introduce this new course we are launching that it's called Foundations for Positive Leadership. This is a program or a course that it's an eye-opening online 5 weeks program with the skills and tools to confidently lead teams in person and remotely. So we are looking for new leaders out there in our community and outside our community to join this program and join Stephanie, Hisham, and Andrea in this journey. So first, I would like to each of the people meeting with me today to please introduce yourselves. Let me know and let all the community, Amani community, let know who you are, where are you located, and why are you here, and why are you part of this program today. So anyone that wants to kick off this introduction?
I guess that would probably be up to me. So my name is Stephanie. Many of you may know me. I was Sim Kenya Class 4 in 2015, so quite a long time ago. I joined the Amani team in 2019, as monitoring and evaluation manager, and I'm currently the director of global programs at Amani. I am based in Kenya, and the third question, I think, Millie, was, what was the third question?
Oh, why you're here?
Why are you part
why am I here? That is an easy question because I dreamed up this program actually with Andrea in the beautiful settings of Amboseli National Park in Kenya. We came up with this in the back of a safari van. Based on input from other people as well. But maybe that's a good handoff to Andrea, seeing that she was the co-founder of co-designer, whatever, of this program.
Hey everybody, so my name is Andrea. I live in Finland right now, but I'm Brazilian. And I'm here, I think, because, well, as Stephanie told, I work with her. I'm a global program coordinator. And well, my role in this program is to help or even to facilitate young leaders or early stage leaders to understand a little bit more about themselves and how to position themselves in their careers, in their dreams, and with their teams. And to do this, of course, we build a team that we truly believe. And one of the facilitators that I like most in the course that I did, especially in Amani, was Hisham. So it's really nice to have this opportunity to be here with him. And Hisham, I think you can present yourself.
Thank you, Andrea. That's very overwhelming. So this is Hisham. I'm based in Lebanon. My experience comes mostly from consulting, training, and also evaluating humanitarian and development projects. I'm an independent consultant and trainer, but a couple of years we met with Stephanie and Amani in Iraq. I was a participant in one of the trainings, and then I fell in love with the team and Amani and the idea. And since then, we have this like mutual relationship where we try and we do our best to collaborate on things that means a lot to the whole community. So thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to it.
Thank you very, very much. I like that we are representing our global mindset value at Amani. So Finland, Lebanon, Kenya, Argentina represented in the room. It's fantastic. It's part about what I enjoy the most at working at this amazing team. And I want to know more about these first conversations that sparked this program between Steph and Andrea at Amboseli, that I didn't know this. So what were those conversations, like what kind of conversations were you having, and why does this course is important at Amani Institute? Like, why did we design this program at Amani Institute today? What is it that we're seeing in new leaders? And what made us come up with this training?
So if it's okay, Andrea, I'll start with this and then you can jump in. So what made us think of this program, Foundations of Positive Leadership for Amani Institute, and actually started a bit earlier. And a few of our team members on occasion would say, you know, we really need a program to get the early stage leaders the skills and the tools that they need to lead effectively. And as so many things, this became a back burner, but this came up over and over again. And I specifically remember working with another program last year and even earlier with the Italian Development Corporation and senior and middle managers, that all of them said, you know, I wish I would have had something like this when I started. And that was really powerful to me, to see that people who have been in leadership positions for a long time, many of the things that we were facilitating at that point were still new to them, and they were very helpful for them. And I think as with any skill, and leadership is a skill, having the tools, the knowledge early on, and the information you need is really, really helpful in your growth journey. And this is where then the idea started to materialize more and more. And Andrea joined Amani in June last year. So she got kind of the tail end of two of those programs that sparked the real idea of Foundations of Positive Leadership. So we had long conversations about how can we make this possible for early stage leaders, because time is an issue, money is an issue. We know all of these things. And so we want to make something really accessible, short, snappy, interesting, and very helpful. Not long hours of training and just listening to the facilitator speak like I have been for the past 2 minutes. But interesting things that can be immediately applied. And that's how the program was born.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And I
yes,
think just complementing what Stephanie is saying is that when we start a career as a leaders, usually people just say, okay, so you need to understand how to manage things, how to understand about budgets, how to understand about your team and recruitment. And all of this is really important, of course. Otherwise, it's so hard to be in a company or in an NGO and start doing things. But we also need to think that we are dealing with people, and people have feelings, and we have feelings. We don't understand ourselves, and sometimes it's hard, and we face some hard times, and we need to be together and to find a group where we can be like open and share what are we struggling in the moment. And we believe that Amani has a lot to contribute in this field, because we have a group of people here in our community, but also in the professional way, our professionals. We have a lot of experience in the corporative world and also in the social impact sector. So how can we combine this and bring for a larger community, a broader community, these skills and work with them? So this is what we are looking for right now.
Fantastic. And like, I will go deeper into what you were saying, Andrea, because I want us to try to define who are we expecting at this space, at this virtual space. Like, who are we inviting to join? What are the characteristics of these new leaders joining us? Any leads?
Yeah, I think for the start, somebody who is planning and starts to planning their careers and say, okay, I want to be a leader in 1 year or in 2 years, and how do I do this? So many people have this dream, but they don't know how to start. So of course, this course is for them. So you start to gain these skills before you have the role. It's amazing. So this is something that we are looking for. But also there are people who already started because they had the opportunity in life and they couldn't get the time or energy or money to invest in themselves before. So now is the proper time. So we used to say, and Stephanie, I think you can help me here, but early stage leaders are people who started already a career or who are in the 1.5 year of the role, the position, right, Stephanie?
Yeah, I would probably even go a little further. I think your definition is really good, but I would say this program is for anybody who feels lost on occasion, and I think all early stage leaders do. And this is about building your confidence as a leader. So even if you have been in a leadership position for a few years, but you still struggle with making some choices or with the choices that you've made, and you just want to meet like-minded people who are in similar positions, learn from each other, pick up a few new things. If you have specific questions, of course, this is also very welcome. So really anybody is welcome who feels like they really need to kickstart some of their leadership growth journeys.
Fantastic. And we named this program Foundations for Positive Leadership. But I'm curious to understand more about what positive leadership means. So I would like the three of you, and starting with Hisham, because I want to hear your voice more. How would you define this concept of positive leadership?
Speaking about my voice, so for me, positive leadership is about like finding your own voice, channeling your own energy as well, to lead yourself, but also to lead others. So as Stephanie and Andrea were saying, we've been equipped more to think about the know-how, about the task itself, about management, but less about how we can lead ourselves, how we can manage our own emotions, how we can trust others, how we can connect with people, how we can, especially nowadays, lead others remotely and have confidence in them and motivate them. So it's about all of this dynamics, how we can enrich it, how we can develop it, how we can acknowledge it, how we can build it in ourselves, but also transfer all of this among others, among people who we engage with, among people who we collaborate with, and about people who we manage and support.
Thank you.
That's for me.
Any other definition of positive leadership to build on Hisham's comments?
I think Hisham gave us a beautiful definition of positive leadership. There's really very little to add because it is all about bringing out the positive things in people and yourself. And I think there's still a lot of misconception about what leaders need to do and how they need to act. And I do think that we can improve on this. I always reflect on leadership and role models in leadership when I watch TV shows or like Netflix movies, and you see these leaders, particularly in law practices. I think there are just these very stern people who are all business, but that's not leadership. Leadership is about bringing your whole authentic self to work and also admitting, you know what, I'm having a low energy day, or I'm not doing well and I need support right now, even though I am the person who has been chosen to be in this leadership position. So it's about empathy and dialing into your purpose and understanding your values and how to ground yourself in them.
And I think leadership and positive leadership is about create a safe space for collaboration happens. And when we are talking about social innovation and when we are talking about the future of the work, we are talking about environments that people are invited to work together. So how can you, as a leader, create this environment, the right environment, the safe space, so people can be themselves and work together in the same cause, in the same purpose, in the same job? So this is what a positive leader is able to do. And this is what we are provoking people to think about it and give them enough skills to make it happen.
Thank you so much. I want to be part of this course. I feel it will give me like really good time to reflect on how I'm doing on my leadership journey. So I think it's a very, very interesting space.
You're very welcome to join.
I will. Definitely, I will. So from what I heard, this program would happen during 5 weeks, every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Z time on Zoom. And each of these sessions will have a different topic that we will approach. So I want more details on how much time people is expected to commit to this program, and also what they are going to expect on taking away from each of these sessions. So I'm going to go Andrea first to give me the details on how much time it is how much commitment should people expect from this course, and then I'll go topic by topic for you to tell me more about what will we learn in each session and what kind of methodologies or tools we will take out with us.
Okay, so about the time commitment, well, we have 2 hours webinars or masterclass every week, but we used to say at Amani, and everybody here in the community already know that everything that you put, you bring to yourself, to your life. So if you have more time and you have more energy to invest in the course, of course, you can take it more from yourself. So we also encourage everybody to read the text and to reflect and to make more exercise beyond the classes and the master classes. But we have 2-hour master classes every week, and then we discuss a little bit more. Do you want to say the name of the classes? How do you want to do, Millie? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but first I want to know, when does it start? Which one is the first Wednesday?
The 12th of April.
12th of April. Perfect. And let's go into the session. So I know that the first session is Introduction to Leadership and Leadership Storytelling. Yes. So what does that mean and what will we take out of it?
So that will be facilitated by me. You'll get to spend 2 hours with me, and we will start by understanding what is the difference between leadership and management. As I'd mentioned earlier, there's often a lot of misconception about what falls where and how we learn each of these 2 areas. So we'll start with this, and then we will engage in a quite interactive exercise. Hisham, that was one of the first things we did together in Iraq, actually, and that's the leadership storytelling, where we dial into 2 generations back and how our experience has shaped who we are as leaders today and what we stand for as leaders. And that's a very powerful exercise to understand really where you're coming from and why you feel in many ways in the way you feel. And that's often eye-opening for people. It certainly was for me, and I think for the majority of people doing this. This is a fantastic way to kickstart the process.
And then we'll go to session 2, that it's around strengths-based leadership and core values.
That will also be on me. That is actually one of my very favorite sessions in any leadership program, because it really focuses on understanding what you're doing well and why you should be focusing on this. And it's beautiful to see people go through it and see what their strengths are and how they bring out those strengths in team members to work more efficiently and effectively. And especially in these times where so many of us work remotely and we may not even know the person who is sitting across from us on the screen, it can be really hard to do this. But these tools kind of let us have a better understanding of who our team members are and how we can use them so they're happy and we're happy.
Fantastic. Session 3 is something I'm truly interested in, that it's around building trust in teams and motivating teams. So
Exactly.
that session will be...
Yeah. So exactly, I think it summarizes like the first two sessions, and it takes things one step further. So how do we develop this trust among us? How do we start by trusting ourselves and then building this trust with others? We always focus on motivation and motivating others from the sense of deliverables, from the sense of results. But how do we genuinely motivate others in order to achieve their best, but in order for them to prosper, and in order to be happy, and in order for them to achieve their own values and why they're there. So this 2 hours is going to be full of exercises and also one specific methodology or approach to build on that, and also to support participants in how they can identify trust, how they can improve the level of trust among others and among people they manage. So it builds on the first 2 sessions, but it also continue for supporting whatever's going to come later on as well.
And session 4 is something that we speak about a lot at Amani, and it's around giving and receiving feedback and having difficult conversations in teams, which is really important.
Yeah.
So what is this session about?
Yeah, this session is with me and building on the building trust and motivating teams. First of all, you set the space, but after that, you have to understand if you're listening first for everybody from your team and if you can speak for develop people. So how can you do this? And everybody in the work related has some situation that said, oh, okay, I don't know how to say this. Am I being too much or no? So how can I work on this? And this is what we are doing together. So we're gonna study a lot and use some tools to practice how to give and receive feedback in a way that you can change your behaviors and hopefully your team behaviors as well.
Thank you so much. And finally, we reach to the last but not least of our sessions, that it's around a very hard topic, which is delegation and leadership philosophy. And I want to know about both delegation, but also what does leadership philosophy mean?
So the last masterclass on delegation and the leadership philosophy will indeed focus on one of the things that people find the most daunting when it comes to leadership, and that is indeed delegation. But we have a very practical tool that we will introduce to identify who is the right person on your team to delegate to do this safely and effectively. Because it is so hard. Delegation is probably one of the things that most leaders, early stage or later stage, doesn't matter, struggle with the most, because it has a lot to do about giving up power and giving out that, okay, so we have spoken about trust, we have spoken about motivation, we know what people's strengths are, so let's put it into practice and actually delegate to the people that we trust most in the situation. The last part of this masterclass will be the leadership philosophy, which is a very, very personalized tool that kind of gives you your personal roadmap to what leadership means to you, who you are as a leader, what you stand for. It is a guiding document for yourself. So that is also the final output of the course, that you have something tangible in hand to say, this is who I am as a leader, this is what I stand for, this is what I will do. And the beauty of it is that you can even share it with your team members. So if I have a new team member, I can say, hey, here's my leadership philosophy. This is what you can expect of me as a leader. And that enables for much deeper conversations much more quickly, and for team bonding and for better understanding across teams.
Love it. I want to join. How do I do? What do I need to do? How do I enroll in this program? Where do I send my payment? How much is it? I want to know everything. I'm up for it.
Andrea, would you like to start with that and then I take over?
Oh, yeah, but maybe it's better if you do, because I am, yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah.
So there will be a newsletter that is going out within the next couple of hours that will outline how to sign up for this. Millie will also, I'm sure, share all the information to our landing page that summarizes most of the things that we talked about today and more in the community. So you'll have that. You will probably see it you'll come across it on LinkedIn. So we'll be doing outreach for the next 6 weeks. So please feel also free to share this with members in your team, with friends, people who might be interested, your brothers, sisters, siblings, whoever is starting out, who might be interested in this. Payments, the course is $400. However, there is a community discount of 20%. So for anybody within the Amani community who has taken a course before, whether that is SIM or FIS or any of our customized trainings. So Hisham, you would be eligible for a discount. It is $320. This can be paid either via PayPal or through our various bank accounts, ideally via PayPal, because it's just so much easier than bank transfers and dealing with all of that stuff. Does that answer all of your questions, Millie? Because there were a lot of questions.
It does. It does answer all of my questions. And I will provide information to everyone in the community so that you have easy access to all of it. But yes, a newsletter is coming out right in a couple of hours, I guess. So you will have all the information there also. And if I want to recommend this program to a friend, like, does it have to be someone that is working in social impact, or in or not really? Like, it could be someone wanting to go deeper into their leadership skills, and that's fine. And should I send him or her like all the information that I get, and with that I'm okay?
100%. This program is really for anybody who's interested in the topics that the three of us just shared and outlined. Doesn't matter where you work, or if you work, or if you're still a student. It really doesn't matter. We're happy to have anybody who is willing to learn and be active in this journey with us going forward. And of course, feel free to reach out to us. Particularly Andrea and I are very easy to reach. And we're happy to have conversations about if this is the right thing for you or the person you would like to recommend it to. So we're very available, happy to jump on a call or respond on an email or whatever works best for you, because we also appreciate that different people have different communication preferences. So if a call is not for you, we're happy to accommodate you in any way possible.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm very excited about this new launch and about this new opportunity, not only for the members of our community, but also for the extended public there, wanting to get more out of what our knowledge and gain new skills. Anything else to add, Hisham, Andrea, before we say goodbye to everyone?
Well, I can say really quickly that I was part of the Sing Digital Class 3. And Amani has incredible methodology of how to make courses online really nice. So when I think about my path in the SIM as well, I cannot remember that it was digital, because the classes are really dynamic and really nice to be part of. So this is something that is really cool to remember, especially if you are recommending the course for somebody. Many people just look for us, reach out to us and say, oh, I wish my friend, my husband, my whatever could be part of Amani, and I don't know how. I think this course is perfect to understand a little bit about Amani and Amani methodology, Amani content, but in a short way and really engaging. So I hope I can help anyone who has any doubts, or if you want to take a e-coffee, would be amazing. And I'm here to help you with everything.
Thank you very much. And we have a question from Jonathan in the chat. So before we leave, and it says class size. So are we expecting a number, a specific number of this class?
We will cap the class at 20. So this is a pretty small class size, smaller than any of the digital sim classes that we had. Hi, Jonathan, by the way, and hi, Flor. Yeah. Lovely to see you both. So it is a really small class or a relatively small class size to have maximum engagement, to make sure that people get to know one another, and that at the end of the 5 weeks, you're not like, actually, I was only in breakout rooms with Andrea and I didn't meet most of the people in the course. No, we really want to make sure that people have the opportunity to spend time together, get to know each other, get to know some of their struggles and support each other. Because actually, that's one of the things that I hadn't mentioned when we talked about positive leadership, is how much research there is about how difficult leadership can be on people. There's a lot of research on burnout in early stage leaders, or in leaders in general, how many people feel alone a lot and just feel very confused, and how much of a toll this takes on them. And that is very unfortunate, because that takes a lot of energy away from being able to grow as a leader and to be a good leader. And we know that the way to get over many of those things is through building connections and through having a network of like-minded people who got our back. And that's also another point and objective of this course.
And this is what Amani does best, by the way. Yeah.
Aww.
Okay, thank you very much. I think there's no more questions. I really hope to see many people in the community joining us or recommending this program. And I hope to see you, team, very soon, as I will be joining.
Thank you.
Happy to have you all. And thank you so much, Millie, for facilitating this session today.
Thank
A
you.
pleasure. And I want to say publicly, Hisham, sorry for saying, writing wrong your name. I know it's really bad, but I did.
It's the same. At the end of the day, it's going to be pronounced the same way. No problem at all.
Okay, everyone. Thank you very, very much for joining, and see you very soon.
See you all.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.